tell you something. This ain't a muscle car, guys, but it is one of our personal vehicles, and we want to sell it. So it's actually my personal vehicle. I actually bought a new van. It's a lot newer than this, way more expensive, but this has been awesome. And a couple years ago, we replaced everything, even stuff that didn't even need to be replaced. I think it was almost 2 years ago, so that we didn't have any issues. 117,000 miles on this one. We put brand new tires on it. I mean, what we replaced: water pump, alternator, fuel pump, just everything along those lines. None of them were broke, but we put them on there fresh. This is our travel vehicle. This is my personal family travel vehicle. You can see we took care of it. Super clean inside and out. This one here, 5.7 350, and I'm sure it'll sell. The paint the last year, man, giving me some troubles. I tried to touch it up, a little white can. I almost ended up getting it repainted until the new van come along. And I said, well, I can keep it cheap. So yeah, it does have paint issues, as you can see, but that's it. I mean, inside this vehicle is super clean, and the outside would be super clean too if the paint didn't start chipping on me. But it's a 2000 model. It's a 1500. Take the test drive. I know the test drive's gonna go good. We actually, this last weekend, had my buddy drive me down to the airport, drop all of us off in this. It's perfect for that. Even that annoying buzzer. I almost had that removed. My wife definitely wanted it removed. We added a TV. All kinds of stuff. Guys, we're gonna take it down the road, point out flaws just like I do normally. This thing has no rust on it, and it's ready to go. Just needs some paint. Let's go for a ride. Okay, so looking around the interior on this one, it's really clean on the inside. Do got some old cracks here. Facing the CD, a lot of paperwork, a lot of receipts, all the stuff that we had done. Now the door handle there, it was kind of messed up. A couple little screws and a little sun damage here. We had tint done, the front windows, and this last snowstorm, a big old crack just appeared on the front windshield. Kind of sucks, but it happens. Also figured that into the price there. You got the lights that all work. Let's turn this on. That buzzer, like I said, I almost took it out. It's so annoying. Got good oil pressure. I changed the oil. Everything's good. I do all that stuff myself, so no issues there. I put these in here, oversized cup holders. Even the carpet's in decent shape for the year. All the goodies work on the dash, cold AC, wipers. This thing is loaded up. It's got all the cool lights, radio, oversized TV. I think there was a game system in here. When we took it out, it was a little game system. And there was a DVD player on this side. We left it. A lot of storage compartments, lights all in the ceiling. Kids absolutely loved it. This back here, we went camping many times. Deep Creek, North Carolina. If you're on here, we were there. Going up down the river this last summer or spring. This lays all the way down flat into a bed. Tons of storage in the back here. This deal here needs to be redone. I couldn't ever get it to work properly. This one works great, but this one on this side was messed up, so there's many times that I just kind of shoved it up there to block the window off. Now it's got Nintendo 64 jacks and all that, but I don't have a Nintendo 64, so what we're gonna do is take off down the road the sofa. Got a button here and back in the corner there. Check this out. Isn't that cool? I usually tuck that seat belt. I don't know what that is. Is that a sticker? Oh yeah. Guess I need to get that off. A little sticker stuck on there. That'll come off. But yeah, perfect area for sleeping. What we did is we slept in here and let the kids sleep in the tents. But yeah, it works great. Air blowing out of here. think there was controls back here as well for that. All right, let's go ahead and take off down the road. You see, it's pretty nice inside. Let's see what else we can find. All right, go ahead and take off down the road here. And guys, I've drove this many times. This was a family vehicle of mine. Before I owned it, Jeff owned it. I believe it was like a one-owner van too. And I bought Jeff, which is the guy that does all the detailed pictures here. He is my uncle. He also went and bought a newer one. I think I got a 2012 model now. It was still almost triple the price of this one, so I know I got this one priced good. There we go. Especially with all the upgrades. Everything's working perfect, straight as an arrow going down the road. Speedo's right, tight steering. There's a guy across the street from us that is a family friend that does any of our travel vehicles. We just say, hey, check it from front to back. Anything that could go wrong, just fix it now. It saves us a lot of time when we're on a road trip. You got cold AC, blowers work. You got the hands-free Bluetooth right here. I installed the radio, probably 2 years old. Bluetooth. I think that one was a JVC. It wasn't a high-end radio. It was perfect for what I need. And of course this one, like I said, I was gonna price it around 9-10 grand, but paint started chipping off a little bit more and cracking the windshield there. I said, well, just put it $79.50 and we'll sell it. I looked into getting it painted. I had a family member that was gonna paint it and we could never meet up. It's just, he gave me a really good price. I was really excited about it, but we never meet up. He's all the way about an hour away. You know how it goes. Everybody gets busy. Well, I'll get a few outside shots. Not gonna go overkill. This ain't a muscle car. And we're gonna do picking out the flaws right here in the parking lot. I'm gonna do it at the end of the video. I'll be back. Okay, so power locks in this one. It'll work. You can see them all going up and down. Power windows. Now, everything was fine. These windows actually go a lot slower now that the tint's on there. Right after I put the tint on it, this one here, when you're coming back up, check this out. It stops. And you have to help it up. It'll go up. But I put the tint on it and I guess it's just too much friction or something, or maybe the power window's going out. But that is definitely an issue right now. And if you wait a little bit, it'll go up to about here, but so do remember that might need to be replaced. Okay, I got y'all set up here. We'll go ahead and roll this window up. Almost made it. Once we get back to the lot, that will close. Turn the AC back on. It's starting to warm up out here. It's like 75 degrees. There's a reverse for you. And guys, this is one of those that you could pick up and drive home. You don't have to ship it, but shipping is available if need be. Dash lights, you see they do work. Wipers, I'll just go ahead and show you. Rear AC was right here. You can hear it pumping back there. We'll cut it off. Like I said, with this one, mechanically, it's great. It's been redone. Even stuff that didn't need, look at that big old groundhog. Even stuff that didn't need to be changed out was replaced with new parts. And the reason we did that is because we don't want to have issues when we go out of town. Makes sense to us. Go ahead and get it out of the way. We're actually going to pass my new van. I'm doing the same thing with it. When I got it, I took it over to Jody's garage and I said go front to back. He said fix everything, whatever it needs. I was like, if you see something that looks old, put it on there. It's got the same miles as this, which kind of sucks because I think I got this one at 105, maybe 100,000 miles. And Jeff, my uncle, owned it before that, and he had it a while. I'd say like 5 years. So what's that, like 7 years now we've owned this as a family. Goodness, I heard a bunch of crashing earlier. They're tearing them docks out of the lake from the tornado. Yeah, there's my van right there, the new one right here in the parking lot, the old GMC. I don't know if you can see it. I gotta get rid of those ugly wheels. Nice and smooth over the bumps. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and pull back into the car lot here. Picking out the flaws that's coming up next, and to do the same as I always do. If anything's wrong with it, you'll know about it. See you later. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for dents and scratches. We know it needs paint. Some of the clear coat was messed up on top. It's hard for me to get up there. This thing, I mean, look at that. I can't even reach all the way up there. But I went ahead and got y'all on a pole and kind of went over the top to show you the clear coat. It's kind of peeling. But yeah, we'll start any kind of issues. Same thing. I'll tell you about it before you get it. Start in the front. So something I thought was cool on these is if you push this down, it's a step. That way you can clean your windshield. I used it plenty of times. It holds my weight. I'm 215 pounds and no issues there. I thought that was cool. You got some little scuffs around these edges. See, clear coat's kind of burnt there. Spots there. Chips on the front. Scuff here. Funny story. On our way to North Carolina last year, chips, in this van, she said, I'm going to avoid the tail of the dragon. Spots there. A little hazy on these lights. Be cleaned up, honestly. And I said, well, I keep seeing signs for like Harley Davidson and all this stuff. We took this van down the tail of the dragon. It was awesome. Everybody in here was sick by the end of it, except for me. I was okay. One day I was driving down the road. I don't know how this cracked. And you could buy the pieces, but I was thinking about going to pull apart. It's just this section. See how it's loose? It stays in there with the hood down. But this chunk just flew off from here to here. And you can see where there was a chip there, and then after the snow, it cracked. That was like 2 weeks ago it cracked. Coming down this side. Again with the tires, they're new. They're good. Brakes have just been done. Hubs in the front as well. See, the clear coat's gone off all this paint down here. Getting warped a little bit there. A little crack down here. Also on this side, it's cracked. Clear coat's going around the steps in the back. Right there. Back our midsection on this driver's side here. And when I was thinking about repainting it, it does have a lock and gas cap, but it's never been locked. I was thinking about getting rid of all these stripes. And then I opened the glove box in there. I got a brand new stripe kit for the whole van. So all new stripes are in that center console inside the van. I was like, well, touch up there. Yeah, you'd have to spend the time. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I guess I would use the stripes again. They're faded up here, and you can see. I tried to. That was when it was just chipping in this spot, in this spot, in this spot, and then it started chipping everywhere else. Eventually, it's all gonna chip off, but it's not rusting underneath, so that's good. Back windows are good. All I was doing with that white paint was just trying to make it blend a little bit better. You see a little bubble there starting to pop up where the paint's getting ready to pop off. That, and I didn't want it to rust. Spot there. Got our back doors, same thing. There's a ding here. I gotta be honest with you. It's used to having my truck. I put a tow package on this one. So we got that right there. I backed up to some jet skis, talking on the phone. Ding. Yeah, jet ski trailer got me. I was not happy with myself. I don't do that kind of thing, but that day I did. But I was ready to move them jet skis inside and start buffing them, so. Got some cracks here at the bottom on this back piece. And down this side, let's go. Crack there. Little chip. The hood's the worst for the paint. I almost just painted that myself because I could probably do it. I'm not a painter by any means, but I'm pretty good with painting some stuff like this just with a rattle can. But like I said, the whole time I planned on going ahead and repainting this one, and I'd still own it. I wouldn't be trying to sell it right now if I didn't come up with this new van. Just got lucky. Found one that mama couldn't resist. And we got a baby on the way, so got to keep one of these vans around. Like those cheap vacations where you go camping. What y'all think? Kids love it. We go fishing. Okay. Well, you see, the outside's in great shape. It just needs paint everywhere. So some of those little plastic pieces down here at the bottom get a little cracked up. It's 24 years old. We'll open up the back. Now, it does have the double doors on this one. This works just fine. All the power locks still work. Open this side. Now this one here, it's got everything that it needs, but I couldn't get the rope back through to the other piece that goes up to the top, and I never could get it where it would work. To be honest with you, I just picked it up, tucked it in, and shut the door whenever I didn't want people to see in. Not the right way. A little faded at the bottom. Not the right way, but that worked. A little mat in here. I left this stuff. It's got a sub under here. I've never heard it. I don't think I've ever seen it work. It's way up under here. It's got a subwoofer, a little tube, and it's wired up. You see the wires. But I've never actually heard it. This right here, got a little vacuum that comes with it. It's like an air pump or something. Just leave it with it. This right here, lay down your seat. Both buttons work. Seat works great. Light bulb's out. It's huge in here. I'll tell you what, it's pretty comfortable. The blinds do come down on this side too. And this side. I'll pull them down for you. You've got rope lighting all the way up through here. You can kind of see it on both sides. Put the seat back up here. Some pockets in the back. And I've had this, I was driving it all the way up till to date when I drove it into work. She just sat next door to my house in the driveway. Both doors open here. That seat swivels. It turns this way. There's a little lock for it there. Floors are in decent shape. Got remotes and stuff for the TV. All that stuff works. Seats recline in here, way back. Tons of storage both sides. Even more zip pockets at the bottom there. Man, a couple leaves in here. I don't know where they're coming from. Go ahead and start her up real quick. The handle here, they have replacement parts online. I just never ordered them. Always been fine. We put a couple screws in it. Just left it alone. It's not the prettiest looking thing right here, but it is this little burn spot from the sun. It's also had this little crack here ever since I got it. I didn't go about replacing those. I planned on one day just going to a pull apart or a pick apart and seeing how many, because I know they got to have vans in there. A little rip here. And just grabbing a few of these little parts, like that piece up there. It'd be the perfect spot. You could probably order it all new online, but why? Go to a pick apart. Little cap on here. Now this wire actually comes up and runs here. Looks like a clip. I don't guess I ever noticed that. Clip is in there, it just needs to be clipped back if I can get it to do it. But it's got a Bluetooth. Keep your hands free. And it's got this wonderful buzzer. Just absolutely wonderful. All your wipers, everything works. Under the hood. Super quiet, super clean. I always kept a funnel over here by my battery, just in case I needed to top off any fluids after I drove 10 hours. Which I didn't ever have to, but I do that every kind of vehicle I drive on trips. Now your hood, it's the same as the rest of it, it's chipped. Probably the worst, I guess, because it's getting hit the whole time you're driving. I thought about getting it and taking it off because the fenders and stuff looks great. Take it off, trying to paint it. Hey, I'll keep the price down on this thing, sell it to y'all If you want to paint it, you can. If you want to patina it, you can. You can do whatever you want. Detailed pictures, financing, and shipping is available at maplemotors.com. I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to pick out everything. I know this is not a muscle car, but it is for sale. So if you want it, call us 615-822-4444. You can find that number below in the description or at maplemotors.com. And yes, you can get financing on this. Yes, we can ship it to you. Or drive it home. For sure. You'll make it. I drove this thing everywhere. All right, guys. I do appreciate you watching, and I'll see you in the next video.